to a weekend in my life here in Nashville. Today is Friday and I am working remotely. I've been doing some work this morning. It's been such a busy week. I'm so exhausted. I've kind of developed like this twitch under my eye from lack of sleep, stress, maybe a combination of both. So if you see my eye twitching or my face twitching, that's probably why. But I'm gonna take a break from doing some work and make some food, but I wanted to bring you guys along this weekend just to kind of show you what it's like living in Nashville. I've got some planning for some upcoming traveling that I wanna do, so I'll take you along for that. If you wanna see my setup, I'm here at my dining room table. I have my work laptop here, ring light going. My apartment's built into a hill and I have really the only windows are these patio doors, and then in my bedroom I have a window. So it's really dark on one side of my apartment. So the ring light helps kind of light my face, especially for my virtual appointment. So I'm in my bathroom now. I have my list for what I'm gonna get at the store pulled up on my phone. I just use the reminders app to create a list of what I need to purchase, but I'm in my bathroom because I want to go through all of the liquids or bathroom supplies that I use when I traveled to see what needs restocking and what I need to purchase at the store. So underneath my sink, I keep one bag. This has kind of like medication, Band-Aids, things like that in it, but also keeps my motion sickness pills, which it looks like I do not have any remaining. So I'm going to add that to my list. So I keep my liquids bag kind of half stocked with my travel supplies. So when I'm packing, half of it's already packed up anyway. So kind of what I'm going through is just checking to make sure that my shampoos, my conditioner, lotions, all of those are pretty much stocked up. Hair mousse. One thing that I really need is contact solution. So I'm gonna add that to the list. It's travel size contact solution. I've made it back from the grocery store. My total, you can see my long receipt, was $137. So with my 4 times the fuel points for Friday coupon, that gave me 532 fuel points. And you get 10 cents off a gallon of gas for each increment of 100 fuel points you have. So the 500 fuel points would get me 50 cents off per gallon of gas. And the area of Nashville that I live is probably about the least expensive for gas at about, what, $3.27, $3.29 per gallon. So that can make a significant price reduction. There's more expensive areas in Nashville, like Brentwood, Franklin. It's at least 10 to 20 cents more expensive per gallon of gas than the area that I live in. So wherever you live in Nashville, it's definitely worth it to invest in some sort of fuel savings reward program. I think Publix might have one. I don't know. I shop at Kroger. I tend to like their products and the price just a little bit better than Publix. I know everyone has their preference. I've gotten changed, freshened up my makeup, so I'm getting ready to head out to go hang out with some friends. I'm probably gonna layer up, get my jacket on. It's still a little chilly outside. Man, I like that it's spring already and that it's getting warmer, but these little fallbacks to colder weather, I am not enjoying. So I've got some cookies that I'm gonna bring just so I'm not coming empty-handed. Hopefully there's some other things besides just cookies, desserts. Normally I'd make something. That's a lie. Normally I wouldn't make anything, but I try. I'm trying to get better at that. I just, like I said earlier, had such a busy week at work that I just not have the mental capacity to make or cook anything. So pre-made food it is. At least I remember to bring something. So I'm gonna head out and go spend some time with some friends. Saturday morning. I've already gotten up, had my coffee, gotten ready for the day, so I'm feeling good. I do have some things on my agenda that I wanted to get done. So yesterday when I was going through some of my bathroom products, I noticed that some of the products that I use, my face wash, sunscreen, are running a little low, and I can only get those either online or at Sephora. So I'm thinking about going to the mall. There's about 3 malls within the same distance of where I live. So there's Opry Mills Mall, Cool Springs, and the Green Hills Mall. Thinking about going to Opry Mills Mall. That is a outlet or factory mall, but go to the Sephora in that mall and stock up on some of my products. But then I was also thinking, I have a couple trips coming up that I may want to get maybe a new outfit for. So if you haven't watched my year-end review that I did for my travel last year, I also talked about my upcoming trips. So in a couple weeks, I'm going to be going to Asheville, North Carolina, as well as Greenville, South Carolina, kind of weekend going into the week. The first half is going to be for fun, and then the second half is going to be for a work conference. So maybe looking at getting an outfit for that. And then a couple weeks after that trip, I am going to Portugal with my cousin. So I'm like, do I want to get a new outfit for that trip? But I do need to get something, so might as well look at some clothing stores and see if there's any like tops or dress or anything that I may want to add to my wardrobe for those trips. So I'm in my closet. Don't mind the yellow lighting in here. It's awful, but I'm just kind of reminding myself of what I have and thinking what types of outfits I want to bring on either or both of those trips, and what pieces I may need to fill in any gaps if there's any shirts. So I'm just kind of reminding myself the different tops, and I have a couple outfits that I tend to always bring when I travel. Do you guys have those go-to outfits that you always bring through travel? I find it easy, or it's easier to have a couple outfits, if not an entire just travel wardrobe that's always kind of your go-to anytime you travel. The problem with that is if you're taking lots of pictures or vlogging like I tend to do, then you don't want to be wearing the same outfits in all of your pictures or videos. I mean, it's fine, but just want to spice it up. So I'm just kind of looking through and seeing like a lot of black tops and some color, but maybe could add some more color, and looking at my dresses to see what types of dresses I want to kind of look at when I'm shopping. So I think it's giving me a good idea. Done shopping. I found a couple dresses that I really like that I'm thinking about bringing to Portugal next month. I found them in Gap actually, but I can't decide which one I like better for Portugal. So there was a red one that was patterned and then a green one, though in the camera it looks teal, but it's like a bright green. So I am getting ready to head home. I talked to my sister on the way up here, and she had a long list of things she wanted me to get her at Sephora. She lives in kind of a smaller town in Alabama, so anytime I go to the mall or a place that has Sephora or any other store, she's like, oh, can you get me this, this, and this? So I had to get her some stuff, but I'm going to head home, grab some lunch, and then actually getting to probably head to the track. So there's a school that's a couple blocks away from my apartment that has a track, and my sister, since we live far apart, we tend to go to a track or a trail or something nearby, and then we'll call each other and talk to each other while we're on a walk. So it's a way to get a phone call out of the way, but also get some exercise. What is it? It's almost 60 degrees outside, sunny, so it's really warm. So hopefully it should be a good walk. She should be calling me here in a few minutes. She just texted me saying that she was 5 minutes away from being ready. So do that. It's a beautiful day. Get some sunshine going, and then tell Kelly how much she owes me from the expensive items that I just got at Sephora. Man, it is expensive in that store. Sunday morning now, and I've spent kind of a majority of the morning just relaxing on the couch watching the second season of Buying Beverly Hills. But while I was watching some of the episodes, I pulled out my laptop and started doing some more planning for my upcoming Portugal trip in about a month. So I bought some dresses yesterday when I went shopping at the mall. So kind of checking that off my list, but I wanted to talk about how I plan or go about planning some of my trips. I feel like using a spreadsheet versus a Word document just allows you a little bit more functionality. So while you can use whatever you want, I'm just kind of sharing what I do. I find that spreadsheets just give you a little bit more capability. So I have my first tab of a spreadsheet, the itinerary. So I lay out each day, so the day that I get in, the main activity I have planned for each day, and some kind of key information. Then I create a tab for all the key cities that I'm going to visit in that location. So I'm going to Portugal, the different cities. So each of those tabs of the cities can encompass the different activities, restaurants, or other things, accommodations, anything involving that city can be in that tab. And then I have another tab for my budget, which this is where spreadsheets really come in handy because I have a formula attached. So as I'm entering in the numbers, it's automatically calculating totals and things like that. And then I also include a tab or a sheet for a packing list. My cousin Erin created a Word doc, and so hers she shared with me, which is nice to do these kind of travel planning on Google Docs because you can share them with people and work continually on the document in real time. So hers is structured more itinerary format in the Word document. So there's some benefits to using a Word document. So some of the resources that I use when planning, I primarily go to YouTube videos to watch vlogs of what other people who have traveled to that destination did, ate, kind of the general layout of that location. Vlogs are great for kind of that information. And then I also go to Pinterest and search out different blogs. So reading the written experiences of people who've gone to that location, and they can also have included links that are useful as well. Some of the YouTubers I follow are great resources for traveling. So one creator in particular, Walter's World, they're great at providing the do's and don'ts of a lot of destinations, and they also do live streams every once in a while. And I've actually caught a couple different of their live streams where I've asked some questions in preparation for my Portugal trip, which was so helpful to ask someone in real time some questions that I may have not been able to find elsewhere, or just their opinion.
Katie, thank you very much for hopping on. Do you have any recommendations for a small town to stay overnight between Porto and Lisbon using public transportation? Coimbra is basically your only option. It's a university town. They have what's called the Quebra Costas, the backbreaker. There's a hill like this. Don't worry, you don't have to walk up it, but it's like this. And the library in the university is incredible. You'll see its postcard where to look up Coimbra Library, or just put Portuguese library, like not the one in Lisbon. There's one out there. That's the one I'd recommend you stop at because that is on the train line. Easiest way to do. But if you're going to be in Porto and you're looking for day trips, like Braga is good. Guimarães is also really nice to go see for day trips from there. So you might look at doing something like that. But they're not on that train line that goes to Lisbon, though.
So that was another awesome resource to utilize if any content creator goes live, so you can ask them in real time the questions on certain destinations. So I'm going to read through some more blog posts on Pinterest that I haven't already explored, maybe watch a couple more videos, just get some more planning done. We've got the bulk of our plan. We already have our Airbnbs booked and a couple of activities booked, like a wine tour, a food tour, and things like that. But just to get some more ideas to fill in little gaps of our itinerary, I'm gonna do some more kind of research and planning. And then it's supposed to be so much warmer today. I think high about 74 degrees Fahrenheit. So I might go for another walk or find a good hiking trail and go hiking, really get out in nature and enjoy the warm weather. So I just got back from a long walk outside. It's so great to enjoy the outside. So just relaxing on my patio now. But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. So thank you for joining a weekend in my life here in Nashville, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.